Now, it's kind of chilly outside, as I was saying at the end of the other statement. Like what Roy Cooper done with Crystal Mangan. I wasn't around when that happened, but it's looking over a few parts or segments of the evidence. It's something similar I went through with him and what I'm going through now. Roy Cooper is a mastermind at staging sin and crime. What he does, he gets ministers, false ministers that is, and get an assembly of people that stage stuff and aggravate people to the point that even if they didn't do it, they get to the mindset that that's what they do. A lot of people don't like hearing the Quran being spoken. If you understand the Christian background, Abraham, he was first Abram. He got a spiritual revelation. God, Allah, Elohim, El Shaddai, have you is spoken to you, changed his name to Abraham. Isaac and Ishmael, which was the firstborn, got the same daddy. The difference between any religion and a Christian. Christians, we believe Christ is the Son of God. We believe that he rose from the dead, came from the grave, kicked Satan's ass, and came back up on the third day. That's what Christians believe. There are Muslims that's out there that believe the same thing. So it doesn't matter to me if you like to hear me quote the Quran, the Holy Bible, or whatever, I'm going to quote it. The Quran says you don't mix up falsehoods with truths. And that's what the Roy Cooper administration has been doing. Mixing up falsehoods with truths. That's what a lot of other people have been doing. Mixing falsehoods with truths. I'm not a racist. I go eat. I got black friends. But at the same time, and other races are the same way. At the same time, what happens is when that other person is more qualified than you on a job, or they do more production, instead of being a part of the assembly to boost them up in thinking that they're going to bless me because I bless them, or God, Elohim's going to bless me because I bless them, you do things to tear them down. North Carolina has the slave mentality that unless you have a certain look, a certain style, you're not getting anywhere because you're black. And I'm specifically talking black. As much as I love my Native Americans, a lot of people see black people as niggas. Now, back to the Roy Cooper administration. This phone I'm holding, he reached out to South Carolina for a period of time. I stayed in Fort Mill. This phone was planted in Walmart. They don't think that I know it, but Elohim let me know it. My bank account was embezzled little by little for a lot of companies, plumbing companies that were paid by commission. ARS Brothers in South Carolina is one of them. You guys know it. Many people think that what happened to me started out in just recently in North Carolina. No, Roy Cooper had been a part of the whole process for a long time. Him and Larry Tilley with Acme Plumbing and Heating. Now, let's get past that. There was a hit in the contract put out on me for standing up against the Leesville Mafia in Louisiana, which I would believe David Hammonds has his hand in, or he knows, he has carnal knowledge of, and I know Roy Cooper knows it, that who murdered my friend Ahmaud Marshall. Y'all remember the Baton Rouge Bridge, my experience with my precious Jolie. The keys are right there in my pocket. Now, past that, when I filed for governor, to run for office of governor, they try to kick stuff back, play head games, play with my mail. They're still doing the same thing now here in Greensboro. Jim Hunt, the Honorable Jim Hunt, I don't know him personally, born in Greensboro. I briefly went to North Carolina A&T. I wished I had stayed. Nevertheless, I went on my journey to Nicholls State. Governor Cooper looks down on Texas and Louisiana education.